In the first question, question number 1, it is asked what will happen to the equilibrium if an inert gas is added. So you are given an equilibrium that is telling you the formation of ammonia. So this is the equilibrium for formation of ammonia. So what will happen to the equilibrium if an inert gas is added? So what we do is we add an inert gas to this system which is in equilibrium. So a system to equilibrium থাকোতে আমি যদি এটা inert gas add কৰি দিও তেতিয়া equilibrium টোত কি হ'ব? So if number A, inert gas is added at constant volume, যদি volume to constant হৈ পেলাই আমি inert gas to add কৰো তেতিয়া কি হ'ব? বা pressure to constant হৈ পেলাই যদি আমি inert gas to add কৰো তেতিয়া equilibrium টো কি হ'ব? So will this equilibrium be disturbed or will it not be disturbed? Okay, now let us see. So we have considered a container inside which we have this mixture. A mixture to a reaction mixture to a container to ভিতৰত আছে. Okay, so it is at a constant volume. That means with time the volume of this container does not change with time. That is why we have sealed this container. আমি container to seal কৰি দিছো so that the volume of the container does not change with time. That is constant volume of the vessel, and through this plug we add an insert an inert gas. আমি inert gas এটা ভৰাই দিছো এই plug টোৰ through. Okay, now what will happen if I add an inert gas? So since the volume of this vessel is constant, a vessel to volume to constant হয়, that means inert gas to add কৰাৰ লগে পিছতো এই volume to এই container টোৰ volume to বাঢ়ি নাযায়. That means so as to keep this volume constant, the internal pressure ইয়াত যেটো ভিতৰত যেটো internal pressure থাকিব total pressure to বাঢ়ি গুচি যাব. So to keep this volume constant, the internal pressure inside this vessel has to increase. That means if an inert gas is added to the system at constant volume, the total pressure of the system will increase. Extra gas সোমাই গৈছে, volume to constant থাকিব লাগে. So to keep the volume constant, the pressure will increase. Okay, the total pressure will be more if I add an inert gas. That means ইয়াত কি gas আছিলে? Nitrogen, hydrogen, ammonia gas আছিলে. ইয়াত আৰু এটা gas বাঢ়ি গ'ল. That means partial pressure term এটা বাঢ়ি গ'ল ন, partial pressure term টো বাঢ়ি যোৱাৰ লগে লগে total pressure টো বাঢ়ি গুচি গ'ল. Okay, but ইয়াত অকল pressure টোহে বাঢ়িছে. Only pressure has changed. Okay, total pressure has changed. Okay, the number of molecules per unit volume has not changed. ইয়াত ammonia যেটো concentration আছিলে একেই আছে, concentration টো হাইড্ৰোজেনৰ যেটো concentration আছিলে একেই আছে, নাইট্ৰজেনৰ concentration টো একেই থাকিব. Okay, inert gas to একো reaction নকৰে. That means there will be no change in the concentration of the reactants and the products. Concentration means number of molecules per unit volume. So since the volume is constant, that means number of molecules per unit volume is constant. Okay, that means the concentration of the reactants and products will be constant if the inert gas is inserted at constant volume. That means at constant volume, on insertion of the inert gas, no change in the concentration of the reactants and products. That means no shift in the equilibrium. Equilibrium to shift নহব কেলে Kc value to কেতিয়া চেঞ্জ হ'ব? concentration চেঞ্জ হ'ব লাগিব reactant or product. যদি reactant or product concentration চেঞ্জ নহয় তেতিয়াহলে Kc কেনেকৈ চেঞ্জ হ'ব? Okay, so যদি Kc চেঞ্জ নহয় তেতিয়াহলে equilibrium to একো এফেক্ট নকৰে. No effect in the equilibrium. Now, so if an inert gas is added at constant pressure, if I add an inert gas at constant, যদি মই constant pressure যদি inert gas এটা ভৰাই দিওঁ তেতিয়া কি হ'ব? In this case, in the first case, this thing is closed, the container is closed, but if pressure is constant, then this will be open, atmospheric pressure থাকিব ওপৰত. Okay, so this will be an open container. Now if I add an inert gas at constant pressure, okay, যদি pressure to constant ৰাখিব বিচাৰো মই তেতিয়াহলে মই volume to change কৰিব লাগিব. So if I add an inert gas at constant pressure, then the total volume will increase. মই যদি constant pressure inert gas এটা insert কৰি দিওঁ তেতিয়া container টোৰ volume to, okay, container টোৰ volume to নহয় তেতিয়াহলে total volume to বাঢ়ি গুচি যাব. gaseous mixture volume to বাঢ়ি গুচি যাব. So if the volume of the gaseous mixture, if the total volume of the gaseous mixture increases, then the number of molecules of reactants and products per unit volume decreases. Jodi total volume bahi gusi jay tehole number of molecules, jodi number of molecules per unit volume decrease gusi jay, if the total number of molecules of the reactants and products per unit volume jodi decrease gusi jay, okay, so there is a decrease in the number of molecules of the reactants and products per unit volume. If we add a inert gas at constant pressure, okay, pressure to constant rakhi pale moi inert gas to jodi diu tehole pressure to constant rakhibole volume to change koribo lagibo system to, okay. Now jodi number of molecules per unit volume decrease hoy jay tehole system to ki bicharibo, system will try that number of molecules per unit volume increases, okay. Jodi number of molecules per unit volume komi jay system te bicharibo je number of molecules per unit volume to bahi jok, okay. Tetiole now let us see the equilibrium. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Left side I have 1 plus 3 equals to 4 moles. Right side I have 2 moles. That means left hand side more molecules ase, right hand side less molecules ase. Inert gas eta constant pressure bharai dia loge loge number of molecules per unit volume to decrease gusi jay, tehole system to jodi number of molecules to bohabo bichare kono hale jabo, left side the number of molecules beshi ase, the system will try to move to the left hand side. That means the reverse reaction will happen, okay. Equilibrium to left side shift hoy jabo kele constant pressure moi jodi inert gas bharau number of molecules per unit volume decrease hoy jay, system to bicharibo number of molecules per unit volume increase hoy jok. Number of molecules per unit volume ketia increase hobo jete number of molecules bahibo, number of molecules ketia bahibo jete reaction to left side ba reverse side move kore. That means equilibrium will shift in the reverse direction. The second question, it is asked the concentration of H positive in 0.01 molar solution of HCOOH is. So what is the concentration of H positive in 0.01 molar solution of HCOOH, that is formic acid. 0.01 molar formic acid solution ta loise tar concentration of H positive kiman hobo if Ka is 2.1 into 10 to the power minus 4. So what is Ka? Ka is the dissociation or ionization constant for acid, which is the equilibrium constant for dissociation, as I already told. Now, so let us see the equilibrium that is telling us the dissociation of formic acid. So formic acid is a weak electrolyte. And if if I take a weak electrolyte, the concentration of the ions formed after dissociation is very less. Etu jodi weak electrolyte hoy tehole bahut kom ke dissociate hobo boli koise, okay. So if I have a weak electrolyte, the dissociation will be very less. Now, so here I made a mistake. What is the mistake? So instead of writing A here, I should have written AQ, okay. So instead of writing A, I should have written AQ. Please note, okay, at this point. Now, so let us consider alpha is the degree of dissociation of this electrolyte, weak electrolyte. So we have a degree of dissociation for strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. And if I have a strong electrolyte, then it is completely dissociated. That means alpha will be equal to 1. Jiman loisilu himane dissociate hoy jaba. That means if I take 1 mole will be dissociated. That is alpha will be 1. Now, for weak electrolytes, alpha is not 1. Alpha is very less than 1. Alpha value to bahut kom hai. Alpha is less than 1 because completely dissociate no hai weak electrolyte. So weak electrolytes are not completely dissociated aqueous solution. That is why alpha is low. Now, for weak electrolytes, if alpha is the degree of dissociation, C is the initial concentration. Jodi C to initial concentration hoy, alpha to degree of dissociation hoy, that in then alpha is related to Ka and C as per the following equation. As per this equation, A equation to mote alpha, Ka aru C er major relation etu. Alpha equals to Ka by C to the power half. That means alpha equals to square root of Ka by C, where C is the initial concentration 0.01 molar, Ka is the dissociation constant for the acid. So this is called Ostwald's dilution law. That means degree of dissociation of a weak electrolyte is inversely proportional to the square root of the concentration, okay. So যদি মই weak electrolyte concentration to বহাই দিও তেতিয়াহলে degree of dissociation to কমি যাব যদি মই weak electrolyte concentration to কমাই দিও তেতিয়াহলে degree of dissociation to বাঢ়ি যাব that means যিমানে কম weak electrolyte লম সিমানে বেছি dissociate হ'ব যিমানে বেছি weak electrolyte লম সিমানে কম dissociate হ'ব okay so Ka is given 2.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 C is given 0.01 molar so we can find the value of alpha alpha equals to 2.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 by 0.01 to the power half and which comes out to be 0.14 now so if alpha is the degree of dissociation then the concentration of products H3O positive will be C alpha here it will be C alpha and here it will be C minus C alpha at equilibrium jodi if I take 0.01 molar of HCOH not let us consider in this manner jodi moi 1 mole HCOH loisu equilibrium jodi moi 1 mole HCOH loisu তেতিয়াহলে কিমান dissociate হৈছে alpha dissociate হৈছে okay যদি 1 mole লৈছো alpha dissociate হৈছে যদি alpha dissociate হৈছে থাকি গৈছে কিমান 1 minus alpha so 1 লৈছিলো alpha dissociate হৈ গল 1 minus alpha থাকি গল যদি 1 mole ললে 1 minus alpha থাকি যায় তেতিয়াহলে 0.01 mole ললে কিমান alpha থাকি যাব okay যদি মই 1 mole formic acid লওঁ তেতিয়াহলে 1 minus alpha moles of formic acid বাকি থাকি যায় তেতিয়াহলে যদি মই 0.01 mole formic acid লম তেতিয়াহলে কিমান mole formic acid বাকি থাকিব 0.01 into 1 minus alpha okay the second thing is that যদি 1 mole formic acid এ alpha mole H3O positive দিয়ে তেতিয়াহলে 0.01 mole formic acid এ কিমান mole H3O positive দিব 0.01 into alpha so similarly 1 mole formic acid এ যদি alpha mole formate ions দিয়ে তেতিয়াহলে 0.01 mole formic acid 0.01 mole formic acid এ কিমান mole formate ions দিব 0.01 into alpha moles formate ions দিব okay তেতিয়াহলে if I take now that means if alpha is 0.14 তেতিয়াহলে concentration of H3O positive কিমান হ'ব 0.01 into alpha okay so এটো আমি কেনেকৈ পালো যদি 1 mole formic acid লওঁ তেতিয়া alpha mole formic acid dissociate হৈ গল alpha mole formic acid dissociate হলে alpha mole H3O positive পাম alpha mole formic acid dissociate হলে alpha mole formate ions পাম যদি 1 mole formic acid লওঁতে alpha mole dissociate হৈ গল তেতিয়াহলে 1 minus alpha mole থাকি যাব 1 mole কাৰণে যদি 1 minus alpha থাকি যায় তেতিয়াহলে 0.01 mole কাৰণে কিমান থাকি যাব 0.01 into 1 minus alpha okay so in this way we calculated the value of alpha and we got it as 0.14 তেতিয়াহলে concentration of H3O positive is C alpha so C is 0.01 into alpha 0.14 so it is 1.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 molar so the concentration of H positive or concentration of H3O positive is 1.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 molar. The third question, it is given the ionization constant for acetic acid, that is Ka, is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. So this is Ka for acetic acid. The concentration of H3O positive ions in a mixture of 0.02 molar acetic acid and 0.2 molar sodium acetate is. So a mixture of 0.02 molar acetic acid and 0.2 molar sodium acetate is given. So what will be the concentration of H3O positive in this mixture? Now, so let us see the equilibrium for the dissociation of acetic acid. So acetic acid gives acetate ions and H positive ions. Okay. So at T equals to 0, the concentration of acetic acid is C. The concentration of acetate is 0. Concentration of H positive is 0. So at equilibrium, the concentration of concentration of acetic acid is C into 1 minus alpha. The concentration of acetate is C alpha and concentration of H positive is also C alpha. Now, so what we do is we calculate the concentration of acetate ion. Acetate ion mok etu jitu mixture ase sodium acetic acid aru sodium acetate mixture ase ei mixture tut moi acetate ions core pora pam eta part moi acetate ions or eta part moi acetic acid or pora pam aru eta part moi sodium acetate or pora pam that means I have to calculate the acetate ions from this part and from this part both part of moi calculate koribo lagibo now so jodi moi if I see this equilibrium the concentration of H positive is C alpha now can I use this C alpha to calculate the concentration of H positive directly? মই directly concentration of H positive to ইয়াৰ পৰা উলিয়াব পাৰো নে অকল এইটো equilibrium use কৰি পেলাই? The answer is I can't use this equilibrium to calculate the H positive equation, H positive concentration directly. মই directly উলিয়াব নোৱাৰো। Using the Ostwald's dilution law বোলে মই alpha value to find কৰিলো, তাৰপিছত মই C alpha কৰি H positive value উলিয়াই দিলো, তেনেকে মই কৰিব নোৱাৰো। Okay, so Ostwald's dilution law use কৰি পেলাই মই alpha টো উলিয়ালো, alpha use কৰি পেলাই মই C a multiply কৰি পেলাই মই C alpha উলিয়ালো, which is equal to concentration of H positive as per this equilibrium, but I can't use that because বোলে ধৰি লৈছো ইয়াত C alpha concentration, C alpha H positive ions acetic acid release কৰিছে, কিন্তু I also have a sodium acetate in the mixture. Sodium acetate too, it is a very strong electrolyte. Since it is a strong electrolyte and this is a weak electrolyte, strong electrolyte to যেতিয়া dissociate হব, ই 0.2 molar sodium acetate লৈছো নহয়, 0.2 molar acetate ions release কৰি দিব। So এই যিখিনি excess acetate ions থাকিব, এই excess acetate ions খিনিয়ে H positive খিনিৰ লগত আকৌ মিলি যাব। So H positive ion বোৰক ইহঁতি neutralize কৰি পেলাব, so that H positive ion concentration টো কমি গুচি যাব। acetic acid যিমান H positive দিছিলে সিমান H positive sodium acetate কমাই দিব। কেনেকে কমাই দিব? acetate ions খিনি আহি পেলাই H positive লাগি যাব। sodium acetate পৰা যিখিনি acetate ions আহিব সেইখিনি H positive লাগি যাব, so that H positive concentration will decrease. That means Ostwald's dilution lot মই যিমান H positive concentration পাব লাগিছিলে মই তাতকে কম H positive concentration পাম। Okay, now so first what we do is we calculate the concentration of acetate ions from acetic acid, which is C alpha. Acetate ions বোৰক এইখিনি এফেক্ট নকৰে, অকল H positive গিটাকে এফেক্ট কৰিব। So that is C alpha and C is 0.02 molar for acetic acid. So we are calculating the acetate ions from acetic acid. So C alpha, C into root over Ka by C, which comes out to be 0.6 into 10 to the power minus 4 molar. Okay, this is the sodium, this is the acetate concentration obtained from acetic acid. Now since sodium acetate is a strong electrolyte, it will completely dissociate. That means 1 mole sodium acetate lole 1 mole acetate পাম আৰু 1 mole Na positive পাম। Okay, that means যদি মই 0.2 molar sodium acetate লওঁ তেতিয়াহলে 0.2 molar acetate আৰু 0.2 molar sodium পাম। That means acetate ions that are obtained from sodium acetate will be 0.2 molar। তেতিয়াহলে গোটেই মিক্সচাৰটো টোটাল acetate ions কিমান আছে? acetate from acetic acid plus acetate from sodium acetate, দুইটা প্লাস কৰি দিলে মই টোটাল acetate ion concentration টো পাম মিক্সচাৰটো। Means total acetate ion concentration is 0.2 plus 6 into 10 to the power minus 4, that is almost equal to 0.2. Now this is almost equal to 0.2. This is the total concentration of acetate ions. Now if I consider the ionization of acetic acid, so this is the equilibrium, CH3COH gives CH3। acetic acid or ionization or equilibrium to consider কৰো, acetic acid ভাগি গৈছে acetate ions আৰু H3O positive ions হলে in aqueous solution, all of these are aqueous। So Ka to কিমান হ'ব? Ka will be concentration of CH3COO negative into concentration of H3O positive by concentration of CH3COOH. Now this এইটো যে CH3CO negative concentration to মই লিখিম, এইটো মই I will not write the acetic acid, I will not write the acetate concentration from acetic acid or from sodium acetate. I will write the total acetic acid concentration. Okay, so Ka will depend upon the acetate concentration. Solutionত কিমান acetate আছে, কিন্তু solutionত sodium acetateৰ পৰাও তো মই acetate পাইছো। Okay, I will have to consider that too also. So K is concentration of CH3CO negative H3O positive by CH3COOH. So this is the total acetate concentration which we now calculated as 0.2. আমি 0.2 বুলি মই এতিয়া আমি অকমান আগতে ক্যালকুলেট কৰিলো। Okay, so Ka value is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. Acetate concentration is 0.2. This H3O positive যিখিনি acetic acid ভাগি পেলাই যিখিনি H3O positive দিছিলে সেইখিনি acetic acidক sodium acetateৰ acetate খিনিয়ে কমাই দিব। So H positive concentration that is obtained by the dissociation of acetic acid will be decreased by the acetates that are obtained from sodium acetate. Okay, so we have to find out the concentration of, so the resultant concentration of H3O positive, we have to calculate that, and the concentration of acetic acid is 0.02. So if I calculate H3O positive concentration, I get as 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 6 molar. H3O positive concentration to palu kiman 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 6 molar. Kintu as per Ostwald's dilution law moi pabo lagisile kiman C alpha pabo lagisile. C alpha kiman 6 into 10 to the power minus 4, moi 6 into 10 to the power minus 4 pabo lagisile. Kintu যেহেতু এসিটেড আয়ন সে H পজিটিভৰ কনসেন্ট্ৰেচনটো কমাই দিলে মই কিমান পালোগে কমি গুচি গল ন 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 6 পালো okay now let us move to the next question. Calculate the pH of a 0.01 molar solution of acetic acid if Ka is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. So how to calculate the pH of a solution of weak acid from the value of Ka? Okay, so for weak acid will completely dissociate nohoy, and for that we use Ostwald's dilution law. So the concentration of H3O positive CH3CO will break down as CH3CO negative plus H positive. Okay, CH3CO negative plus H positive. So concentration of H positive will be C alpha. So alpha is root over Ka by C. Okay, so concentration of H positive is C into root over Ka by C. Now what we do is we take log on both sides, left hand side or right hand side. I mean both sides log lo. So log where the base is 10, log H3O positive equals to log C plus half log K. Log H3O positive equals to log C plus half log K by C, which is equals to log C plus half log K minus half log C. We broke this fraction in terms of logs and we get as log H3O positive equals to half log Ka plus half log C. Okay, so then what we do is we take negative sign on both sides. Minus log H3O positive equals to half minus log Ka minus log C. Okay, so minus log H positive is pH equals to minus log Ka is pKa, and this is minus log C. We take half, so this half will not be there. So this half will not be there. So half minus log Ka minus log C. Okay. So pH equals to half minus log Ka equals to pKa minus log C. So for this is the equation, pH equals to half pKa minus log C. So C is the concentration 0.01 molar to find out the pH of a weak acid. Now for the given weak acid, Ka is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. So pKa will be minus log 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 and C is 0.01. So half log K, half pKa minus log C, which comes out as 3.37. Question. It is given that the pH of a solution obtained by mixing a sample of 100 ml 0.1 molar HCl and 9.9 ml 1 molar NaOH is. Okay, so a solution is obtained by mixing two different solutions. Duta solution mix kori pelai moi third solution ta paisu. So duta solution je mix korilu kon gita solution mix korilu 100 ml 0.1 molar HCl mix korilu or 9.9 ml 1 molar NaOH mix korilu. এই দুইটা সলিউশন মিক্স কৰাৰ পিছত মই যেটো ৰিজাল্টিং সলিউশন পাম তাৰ pH টো কিমান হ'ব এটো দিছে ওকে নাও সো ফৰ দা সেক অফ কনভিনিয়েন্স এই 100 ml 0.1 molar HCl টো আমি সলিউশন A বুলি লৈছো and 9.9 ml of 1 molar NaOH টো আমি সলিউশন B বুলি লৈছো ওকে সো আমি এনেকুৱা কোৱেশ্চন বুক কেনেকৈ কৰিব পাৰিম we will calculate the concentration of H positive and OH negative for both the solution এই মিক্স কৰিছো যে দুইটা সলিউশনৰ কাৰণে আমি H positive আৰু OH negative ৰ concentration দিয়া উলিয়াই লম তাৰপিছত চাম যে কোনে কাক নিউট্ৰেলাইজ কৰিছে ওকে নাও okay so both HCl and NaOH are strong electrolytes. HCl and NaOH দুইটা strong electrolyte হয় that means they completely dissociate গুচি যাব okay now So let us consider solution A, 100 ml of 0.1 molar HCl. Okay, 0.1 molar HCl mane ki? What do you mean by 0.1 molar HCl? So from by 0.1 molar HCl we mean that in 100 ml, in 1000 ml solution, that means 1 liter solution of 0.1 mol HCl. So 0.1 molar mane ki? 0.1 mol in 1 liter. That means 0.1 mol HCl in 1 liter, that means 1000 ml solution. So 1000 ml solution of jodi 0.1 mol 1000 ml solution of jodi 0.1 mol HCl thake তেতিয়া হলে 100 ml solution of কিমান mol থাকিব? Okay, so 1000 ml of jodi 0.1 থাকে তেতিয়া হলে 100 ml of 0.01 থাকিব using the unitary method. Okay, so 100 ml of 0.01 mol HCl আছে, 1000 ml of jodi 0.1 থাকে তেতিয়া হলে 100 ml of 0.01 mol HCl থাকিব. So since HCl is a strong electrolyte, that means it will dissociate completely. যদি মই 0.01 mol HCl লওঁ তেতিয়াহলে মই 0.01 mol H positive পাম. Okay, now let us consider solution B. So in solution B we have 9.9 ml of 1 molar sodium hydroxide. So আমাৰ ওচৰত 1 molar sodium hydroxide or 9.9 ml আছে. Okay, so 1 molar sodium hydroxide means 1 mole in 1000 ml or 1 mole in 1 liter. That means 1000 ml solution of 1 mole sodium hydroxide আছে. So 1000 ml যদি 1 mole sodium hydroxide থাকে তেতিয়াহলে 9.9 ml কিমান sodium hydroxide থাকিব? So using the unitary method we get it as 0.0099 mole NaOH. So in 9.9 ml solution we have 0.0099 mole NaOH. So since it is a strong electrolyte, again it will completely dissociate and we will get 0.0099 mole OH negative. Now if I consider 1 mole OH negative, যদি মই 1 mole OH negative consider কৰো, 1 mole OH negative 1 mole H positive ক neutralize কৰি দিয়ে. Okay, 1 mole OH negative 1 mole H positive ক neutralize কৰি দিয়ে, তেতিয়াহলে 0.0099 mole OH negative কিমান mole H positive ক neutralize কৰিব? 1 mole যদি 1 mole neutralize কৰে তেতিয়াহলে 0.0099 mole OH negative 0.0099 mole H positive ক neutralize কৰি দিব. Okay, that means আমাৰ ওচৰত HCl কিমান, আমাৰ ওচৰত H positive কিমান আছিল? So we had 0.01 mole H positive. So we had 0.01 mole H positive. So এই 0.01 mole H positive or পৰা যদি 0.0099 mole neutralize হৈ যায় তেতিয়াহলে বাকি থাকিব কিমান? So that means the H positive that remains is 0.1 minus 0.0099. Okay, so the amount of H positive that will remain will be 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole. So iman mole H positive baki thakile. Okay, now so from this amount of H positive we have to find the concentration of H positive. So for calculating the pH we have to calculate the concentration, molarity. So final volume solution to acha mo solution to banaote 100 ml HCl aru 9.9 ml NaOH mix kori disilu, তেতিয়াহলে total volume কিমান হ'ব? 100 plus 9.9 ml equals to 109.9 ml. It is equal to 0.1099 liter. তেতিয়াহলে concentration কিমান হ'ব? Molarity, what will be the molarity of H positive? So number of moles of H positive by volume of solution. So that is 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 2 by 0.1099 molar. That is 0.0909 into 10 to the power minus 2 molar. So this is the concentration of H positive. Okay, so pH equals to minus of log concentration of H positive. So minus log 0.0909 into 10 to the power minus 2 and the pH comes out to be 3.04. Okay, so equation to আমি individually concentration of H positive or concentration of OH negative calculate kori lolo. Calculate kori pele we check that which will neutralize which one. So kuntre kak kiman ke neutralize koribo, we calculated that and we then calculated the amount of H positive that will remain. Okay, and from the remaining amount of H positive we calculated the pH.